Hi, everybody. Welcome to chapter 29. So, today, I don't know if this ever happened to you before. I mean, it happens to me sometimes, not very often, but this morning I woke up feeling a little defeated. I mean, just like sometimes, even though if everything feels like it's going good or there's no complaints because life is what you make it. You can have big challenges, but it doesn't have to steal your spirit. You know what I mean? I'll go through things sometimes, and I won't let it get me down. I don't care how bad it is sometimes. And that way, I'm always at peace and I'm always happy. But, sorry. There are times where everything will feel like it's going great and it's going well. And then one thing will happen and it'll set your whole mood off sometimes. I mean, and for me, that thing has to be super important. And it is. So everything, I felt good, and I felt good going to sleep. And I mean, a little thing happened this morning, and it made me feel like, Alink, are you really winning? So I just felt like a failure a little bit. And I'm being very raw with you guys right now. I felt like failure as a mom, failure as a director, as a business owner, as a friend, as a wife. It's so weird because when one thing goes, it's almost like when one thing goes wrong, then you start thinking about all your faults in every aspect of your life. And that's kind of annoying. And I know I shouldn't feel that way, but my children mean so much to me. And if there's something that I've done that's made them unhappy or, it just keeps replaying in my mind and I feel like such a failure. Sometimes I'll feel like I'm doing the right thing to try to help them, even though it's not something that they like. And then in turn, I feel like it just backfires. No, Lincoln, maybe that was the wrong thing. Or I try to do stuff that my parents did that at the time I thought I was upset about it or I was angry about it. But then now when I look back at it, I was like, they did the right thing. So when I try to do that now, I feel like the times are different and maybe children just aren't the same as we were when we were young. So yeah, there you have it. I don't know, I felt like, I don't know. Anyway, that's the morning I had this morning. So I had to really pray about it, and just get it off my chest and maybe talk about it. But I'm not going to keep feeling that way. I think that, it's going to fix itself. God's going to fix it. I prayed about it, and I know I'll feel better by the end of the day. I know I'll be fine. But I just want to say that, I'm just having one of those days, I have to do a lot of work. I got to really get Oral's Promise, the new production, tight and knitted, and I was optimistic about that until this morning. I'm at the office right now, by the way, at my office, and I'm gonna get to work. But of course, life plays on the back of your mind. There's other things in life. There's other things in my life other than trying to get to Broadway or trying to make something of your shows. There's more important things like my family and my children. So I really have to. Anyways. But like I said, I know I'll feel better. I know I'll feel better tomorrow, and I know things will get better as well. But that's my main priority at this moment, even though I'm going to work. It doesn't feel like work. It's stuff I love to do. I'm gonna go and try to focus and try to concentrate on the things I have to do today. as also making my children my top priority. So the other day when I told you I failed in going to the schools, so of course I thought about that this morning. But the next day, I got ready and I said, "Oh, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it." And I went. I went to the first school and I stood outside in the parking lot. And then I said, "You know what, Alinka, rather than just walking in without an appointment, surprising these people, why don't you phone call, like give a call, ask to send an email, ask to meet with the principal, ask to meet with these people about your show." I know it felt like a cop-out for sure. It felt like, Alinka, you're doing it again. But I'm happy that I did that. Because when I made phone calls, number one, the Catholics, no, I won't say the Catholic schools because it was the public schools I called. When I called, a lot of them were saying, yes, we have the information. And they were also saying they were interested and they were coming. So I didn't have to waste that time and walk in there, and harass them. So they were very optimistic about it. I sent them emails. I got the actual direct person to send it to, sent that in. Some of them got back to me. Then I decided to reach out to the Catholic schools, and I just actually cold emailed. I just sent them emails, but man, I'm telling you, the Catholic board, they've got it. They were on it immediately. 6 schools were like, yes, we heard of Lost Heroes of Oro. We're coming. And I was so excited about that. And then I was like, oh no, everybody knows about Lost Heroes of Oro. But nobody there. I did send Oro's Promise as well, Lost Heroes Part 2. I sent that in the package. But I'm like, nobody's booking for Oro's Promise. What am I going to do? And the sooner I said it, the sooner it happened. Then I had the schools calling about their primaries, that they want to come see Oro's Promise as well. And I was like, oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. You know what I mean? So I even had a school write me and say the entire school wants to come to both productions. So they have the intermediates going to Lost Heroes and they have all the primaries going to Oro's Promise. I was like, oh my gosh, is this really happening right now? So yeah, guys, I didn't walk into the schools, but I called, and that's hard too. So I called and I got some good feedback. Also, I already decided as well, my sister, she's amazing at this. My sister, Carrie, she's like a hostess person. She's the kind of person that's not afraid to approach people at all. So, any schools that do not get back to me, I will be visiting them. Not me personally, but my sister. I got her. I'm setting her after them this week. So I'm gonna I'm just gonna work until I fill those seats. I'm literally going to fill the seats for the school shows, and I start advertising in December for the public shows, so you guys can all come and see too. If you've seen Lost Heroes of Oro, come and see Oro's Promise. Or if you want to see Lost Heroes again, that's fine too. It's gonna be just as good as the last time, or even better. And Oro's Promise is going to be awesome too. The music, the songs, the storyline, and all the children in it. Yes, they're going to be great. So come out and see it, guys. Thank you again for visiting me on this chapter. And I will see you in chapter 30.